So to introduce myself, my name is Annelies Boert, and I work at DSSA as the Administrative Coordinator. And it was a privilege for me to be part of the organizing team of the World Down Syndrome Symposium. I'm sure that all of you can remember 2010, if you have to think back. July 2010. Who can remember what happened in July 2010? It was the World Cup, Soccer FIFA World Cup. And I wonder if you can all remember the excitement and the joy that we felt and how united we were for that specific occasion. Today, I want to remind you or take you back to one of my days that holds special occasion for me, and that is January 2010. It is a bright, sunny day. It is the first day of school. And as a teacher, I'm awaiting my class with a bit of nervousness, because today is the first day ever that as a teacher, I will meet and teach a learner with Down syndrome. The class arrived, they walked in, and everybody got their seat. I introduced myself, and I'm writing on the board. And as I'm writing on the board with my back to the class, I feel a little body pressing against mine, and a hand taking my hand. And as I look down, I look into these beautiful brown eyes. And a little girl looks up at me and she says, "I need you." And that changed my whole journey in education. I want to remind you of the unity that we felt for the soccer. And I want to encourage you today to rekindle that and to make use of the attitude, the ability that our children with Down syndrome have, and to use that to encourage them to achieve in life. I would like now to call upon Professor Mpine Makwe, the Executive Dean of the College of Education, to please open the World Down Syndrome Symposium 2024. Professor. So I've got slides? Are you just your presentation?
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are told that we are uniting voices for change. So I expect that kind of a vibe and passion when we are voicing out what we want to say. Today, we are dismantling stereotypes. Thank you so much, Annelies. I don't know how to follow what you've just said, but thank you for people like you and many other people in this room, people, parents of persons with Down syndrome. Thank you for raising these beautiful children for us. Thank you for making us aware of the work that is behind it. Thank you for teachers who have done this work to ensure that all of us are aware. Today, it's a very warm, beautiful morning, especially for this particular day. It's a beautiful day because we join hands with the global community. In other places, it's not warm, it's very cold. In other places, it's at night. They have finished celebrating, and they told us in Australia that it's gonna be a beautiful day, so we shouldn't worry. Everything will work on very well. We have a number of people who are in this space to assist us understand what does it mean to dismantle stereotypes. We have different communities from World Down Syndrome for this particular World Down Syndrome Day. We have all people. When I came in, it was so colorful. And you know, I'm wearing the theme. I'm on a theme. I looked, I checked what is the theme. They told me that it's yellow and blue. And because these are my colors, I just went into the wardrobe and I wore the theme. How many people did know that it's the theme? I'm on a theme. When you go to a party, when you go to a party these days, there's a theme. And you need to respect the theme. So I did that. So thank you so much for the theme that was very easy in my wardrobe. I have lots of yellows and these colors. Thank you. So as we observe this day, March 21st, as the University of South Africa, we would like to welcome you. The University of South Africa is 150 years, and therefore it became essential for us to join hands and the voices of change, because for 150 years, we have been changing the lives of many people in South Africa and abroad and everywhere else. So welcome to the University of the Land. Mine is just to welcome you, not to speak a lot, but there are people who are here who made this day possible. People from the World Health Organization on the Global Health Report. Ntate Athol Klein-Hans is here with us. We acknowledge you. We acknowledge Professor Jeannie van der Linde from the University of Pretoria, and I saw colleagues from the University of Pretoria. Some of them are graduates from this university. Thank you for joining us. We have Mrs. Marie Skuman, also is here with us, and we are going to have testimonies from guests in the audience, just talking to us about the lived experiences. I'm acknowledging all those people because as a university, the principal and the VC of this university is saying hello to each one of you and is saying hello to you for choosing for choosing UNISA to come and celebrate with us. As they've introduced me as Professor Mpine Makwe, the Executive Dean of the College of Education, we have a department in the College of Education which is called Inclusive Education. So in inclusive education, we believe that everybody must be included, irrespective of the circumstances, irrespective of anything. They need to be included. Inclusion is a human rights. It is at the core of human rights. The right of a child is at the core of why we are here. Hence, this particular day, it's supposed to be at March 21st. We are celebrating early so that tomorrow we can tell everybody that it happened for us. And maybe for people in Canada or other places that they haven't celebrated, we'll still continue to celebrate with them tomorrow. So we shouldn't worry about it, because this is the day that we are going to celebrate the World Down Syndrome Day, when we unite all the voices for change and for dismantling stereotypes. And I checked what this is all about. And I found out that the day symbolizes the 21st day of the third month, which was selected to signify the triplication of the 21st chromosome, which is a Down syndrome. So these were created as special people. Even the calendars know that. Even the stars. The calendars are made out of stars. So even the stars know that. So this is actually a very important day for persons who are living with Down syndrome, the parents, and the teachers. This was so special and important that the General Assembly of the United Nations declared 21st of March as World Down Syndrome Day. They decided on this day that it needs to be observed in order to raise public awareness of Down syndrome, and it invited all member states, relevant organizations, including, we are member states as South Africa. We are member states, including our country, to sign and to observe this special day for persons living with Down syndrome. And a lot of activities, the Pride socks, all those wonderful things that are on display, and we are requested to go have a look at them. And there's also games here. There are a lot of activities that we can play around with. And this is particularly important for us as a university, for us as individuals, to unite and dismantle stereotypes. Stereotypes sometimes are often inaccurate, and they're simply wrong. Because stereotypes, they are based on limited information about people that we are dealing with. If you do not have information, you don't have understanding, you don't have knowledge. So knowledge is critical for us to understand this kind of thing, rather than just judge a book by its cover. There are a lot of people who have done extremely well in living with Down syndrome. And there are people, and these are unique individuals. So in this university, we believe that people are individuals, and they are unique as individuals, and they have a lot to contribute to the world. So all these stereotypes sometimes are represented in the media, they are represented in cultural messages, they are represented all over the place. And it's our duty, therefore, to ensure that these kinds of things, people get educated, people get the knowledge, the necessary knowledge about this matter. So as the College of Education, as the University of South Africa, University of the Land, we warmly welcome you to this space so that we can celebrate and we can unite our voices with other communities in the world. We can even check which communities are in our own time zones that are celebrating, because we need to think about it like that. Which other communities? I know Europe is in our time zone. They are celebrating. The UK is in our time zone. They're also celebrating. So we need to see who we unite with. Even tomorrow, when we continue the celebrations, we will be uniting with people from the other side, from New York, from Canada, from all these places. So as we unite all those voices to dismantle stereotype, I'm welcoming you to the College of Education and also to the University of the Land. And and this program, I hope it's going to do what Uniting Voices for Change mean. Thank you so much.
All people are different.
People reads doesn't come back this kind.
All people with an intellectual disability are different.
Don't all act the same way.
Nosotros no disfrutan mismas cosas.
We each have our individual identity.
We have our own interests. We have our lives.
And our own dislikes.
We have our own day.
In our own talents.
Just like everyone else.
Having an intellectual disability.
It's one part of who we are.
We are people.
Traitez-nous comme des personnes.
Please, join us on the World Dance here today. March 21, 2024. To end the stereotypes.
Hey bartender, you assume that I cannot drink a margarita, so you don't serve me a margarita? So I don't drink a margarita. Your assumption becomes reality. And parents, you assume that I cannot live on my own, so you don't encourage me to live on my own. So I don't live on my own. Coach, you assume that I cannot hit harder, so you don't train me to hit harder, so I don't hit harder. And teacher, you assume that I cannot learn Shakespeare, so you don't teach me Shakespeare.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
So I don't learn Shakespeare. E-I-E-I-O. But hey, if all your assumptions become reality, then assume that I can drink a margarita. So you serve me a margarita, so I drink a margarita. Assume that I can live on my own, so I live on my own. Assume that I can hit harder, so I hit harder. Assume that I can learn Shakespeare. So, what fools these mortals be? I learned fucking Shakespeare. You assume I can swear, right? Assume that I can do that job, that I can go to parties, that I can have sex, that I can be on stage. Assume that I can. So maybe I will.
Wow, what a way to end the stereotypes. I mean, every time I watch that video, the hair on my arms just stand up. And I think we're so conservative in the way we think, and we actually swore, and even us as working in the sector went, wow! But I think we need to take it and say it as it is, because they are truly evolving and they are amazing. So kudos to the National Down Syndrome Society for creating that video. Anyway, good morning, everybody. As Annalise indicated, I'm actually now the outgoing NED. You can see, because I'm the only one in the room that doesn't have a name tag. And Professor, yes, you should go on. I did wear the colors, the blue and the yellow. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our first World Down Syndrome Symposium on Dismantling Stereotypes, Uniting Voices to Change. It is so nice to see that many of you have responded to our call to join us in the celebration of what we hope is going to become a yearly event, so that we can continue the focus and the discussion. The professor gave you some context into why we celebrate World Down Syndrome Day, but I just want to add a little bit more to that. So it officially actually started in around 2010, 2011, when a lot of Down syndrome organizations in the Americas came together and sent a petition to the United Nations General Assembly, calling for the 21st of March to be declared World Down Syndrome Day. It was officially adopted by a resolution in December 2011, and in March 2012 was the first official recognition of World Down Syndrome Day. So, and the professor also indicated why the date, because it represents the 21st chromosome that causes Down syndrome. Since 2012, World Down Syndrome Day has been celebrated at the UN headquarters in New York and in Geneva. So on this day, persons with Down syndrome, their families, and organizations working with people with Down syndrome come together with one united voice to raise awareness about the condition. It also presents an opportunity for heads of states around the globe to recognize these days and also to raise awareness about Down syndrome. In South Africa, we are quite fortunate that we actually celebrate World Down Syndrome Day with Human Rights Day. And all the work that we do in our organization is about promoting and advocating for the rights of persons with Down syndrome. Human Rights Day, although, is historically linked to the 21st of March, which is the Sharpeville massacre in 1960, in which 69 people were killed. It addresses it addresses all the harm and the hurt that came with the Sharpeville massacre. And it set out a path in which we address human rights, in which everyone is entitled to human rights. So on the 13th anniversary of World Down Syndrome Day, we gather under the banner of hashtag and the stereotypes. In a world where diversity is paramount and inclusion is important, we still find that every single day we have to fight to dismantle these stereotypes. These stereotypes hinder the progress and acceptance of persons with Down syndrome from achieving their full potential. Just much like the video said, we assume that they all look the same, they all behave the same, they all have the same interest, and so we limit their potential to do extraordinary things. We also believe that they are not teachable and they're not employable. Today, we've invited a number of self-advocates to dismantle those stereotypes, and we'll also flight some messages that was put together by the self-advocates around their own lived experience around the stereotypes. The global campaign chosen for 2024 by Down Syndrome International and its global partners was on health equity for persons with Down syndrome, aligned to the World Health Global Report on health equity for persons with disabilities. Today we will have a panel discussion where we have invited self-advocates, a healthcare professional, and a parent to relay their lived experience in how they perceive if there is health equity in South Africa. We will also look at best practice models in terms of ECD, education, and employment. My final message to you: what is it that you would like to take away from today? Let us take away and change our mindsets in how we can end the stereotypes. Let us open the mindsets of those entrusted with the welfare, who's entrusted with upholding the rights of our children, and ensure that we leave no one behind. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Professor Pasha Naredi from the UNISA Center of Excellence in Disability, and Professor Pasha is going to speak to us about the collaboration between UNISA and DSSA for World Down Syndrome Day. Professor Pasha.
Good morning, colleagues. Can you please clap hands for us again? Okay, thank you so much. As they have indicated, my name is Naredi Pasha. I'm in the Center of Excellence in Disabilities. I'm the shortest professor at this university. If you are looking for me, just ask, who is the shortest professor? They will tell you. Okay. So our special guest, our colleagues, and our friends, today we gather as a powerful collective voice for change to commemorate World Day Syndrome. This day serves as a reminder of the resilience, potential, and contributions of individuals with Down syndrome. We celebrate the World Down Syndrome Symposium, highlighting unity and collaboration between the Center of Excellence in Disability and Down Syndrome South Africa. Our theme, Uniting Voices for Change, reflects our commitment to collaboration and inclusivity in driving positive transformation. This resonates deeply with the essence of our mission. Our journey towards empowerment and inclusivity is not a solitary one. It is a journey we embark on hand in hand with organizations dedicated to persons with disabilities. Collaboration is not just a choice, it is a necessity, a fundamental principle that underpins our collective efforts to create a world where everyone, regardless of ability, can thrive. The Center of Excellence in Disability stands as a testament to this principle, a place where expertise, innovation, and passion converge to break barriers and pave pathways. As we join forces with organizations such as Down Syndrome South Africa, we reaffirm our commitment to unity, to collaboration, and impact. This collaboration is very much important. It is because together we amplify our voices, we magnify our impact, and multiply our resources. By working hand in hand, we can create a symposium that not only raises awareness but also drives meaningful change. It becomes a platform for dialogue, a catalyst for innovation, and a beacon of hope for individuals with Down syndrome and their families. Through this symposium, we aim not just to share knowledge, but to inspire action. We will bring together experts from various fields, professionals committed to disability inclusion, advocates, policymakers, families, and most importantly, persons with Down syndromes themselves. We'll create a space where ideas are born, solutions are crafted, and partnerships are forged. But our collaboration does not end with this symposium. It is a stepping stone towards a future where collaboration is the norm, not the exception. We will continue to work closely with organizations for persons with disabilities, leveraging our collective strength to drive systematic change, advocates for policy reforms, and ensure that every individual has equal access to opportunities and resources. In closing, let us remember that today is not just about celebrating diversity. It is about honoring unity. It is about recognizing that our differences are our strengths, our challenges are our opportunities, and our collaborations are our pathways to a more inclusive, equitable, and empowered society. Thank you all for being part of this transformative journey. Thank you.